Well, good evening, world. Hey, I had a good day at work, and everything all is pretty good. Um, so, just out of the weirdness of things, I had a couple comments saying how that I'm crazy and I'm delusional for believing in God, and talking about them, and then strikingly, my Bible app pops up and it says something to the fact, and forgive me, I'm not perfect in these anymore. I mean, by I'm not perfect in all these things, but it said, um, basically, like the ones who believe are going to be told that they're crazy, and the ones that don't believe are going to be told that they're right and or sane, and that's just the devil working through people, and I I keep pushing forward as a day-to-day basis, and I I even, like I said, I posted the video the other day about how even somebody that said you can believe in God, but you can only believe in God, or you can only be loved by God if you don't eat meat, or if you only if you only suffer, and if you there's always this thing that comes along with all this, and I could get wrapped up in all of it and say, what's the point? I'm just gonna be told that I'm crazy anymore, or I can just keep going with the fact that I didn't believe in God 100% before. And by that I mean I believe that there was something out there. I just didn't know what it was, because I hadn't really truly felt it or read it or lived it. I wasn't all in, and I was always worried about what somebody was going to think of me, or think that I was a bad person because of this, and I always had this thing that someday I'm gonna be this successful, rich, hot, Dudley man, and that I finally came to realize that I'm not anything without God. Through the grace of Jesus, and the fact that He died on the cross, I don't have to be perfect, because that's an impossible goal. But I can always strive to be better, and some days today, some days tomorrow, some days every day of my life, and I have to push on and take care of what I can control and what I know to be true. And since my rebirth, I can only know God to be true, and I just want to live my life to be better for my family, and to be better for myself, to just know that I am God's child, and that all these people around me trying to tell me which way to go and tell me which way not to go because of this moral high ground or that moral high ground, or because they went to this school or they went to that school and they have this amount of money and they've done all these things, and I don't have any money. I survive, and I've always kind of been like that anyways, even before God. And not that God wasn't always there, it's just before I found him that I'm just like, I will find a way. And sometimes it gets hard, but not to the point where I want to stop praying. And every time I find somebody pushing me the wrong way, I kind of smile, because I either read a passage in the Bible, or my wife or something will just happen, and guess what? I wake up another day and I smile for what I have, and I owe that all to him. I can never look at worldly things as something that I want to achieve for somebody else or something else. I just look to him, and I work real hard, and as long as there's still air in my lungs and love in my heart, everything else just kind of falls into place. But because I know it's God's will, I don't get upset and I don't get worried about things. And I still have moments when my past comes back to haunt me, like not so much about things I've done wrong per se, but things that I've seen and done in war and in my life that I regret. They come back and they're like, hey, remember this guy? Or this guy that you were? You don't want that anymore, and I don't. So if you're coming at me on one of these posts that I do or anything like that, first of all, I'm with him, so there's nothing you can do or say that's going to make that any different. And if you're trying to think that you're better than me or smarter than me and all that, maybe, but hey, I'm still going to wake up the next day, and I'm still going to try to love and understand, and I'm still going to pray to God, and that's just the way it has to be. And I want to thank everybody, and lately it seems like I also get a lot of support from a lot of people, and every time I say God bless you to somebody, for the most part in non-internet interactions, I get a smile and thank you or God bless you back, and that's truly is a good thing. So stay strong, push forward, there's no going back. The only way to the Father is through the love and grace and compassion of Jesus Christ. So I'm here. I'm no longer afraid of anything that anybody can do to me, because I'm always moving forward towards God. And God bless all. One love. Have a good evening. Time to go do a couple hundred push-ups. So, talk to you later. Keep pushing.